Do you ever just sit there, lost in thought? Not because you planned to, but because life just feels heavy. The daily grind, the struggles, the exhaustion, it all builds up. And then, in a quiet moment, your mind drifts, thinking about life, about why we are here, about what any of this really means. Is it just me who is going all through this pain and sadness? When you look around and it is just you, alone, carrying everything inside, the sky stands still, the world is asleep, and for a moment, it feels like you are the only one awake, only one who is going all through these struggles and stress. We all feel this at some point, and there is a poem by the one called the Poet of East, Dr. Sir Muhammad Iqbal. The poem captures this exact state of mind, this feeling of being alone with sadness hovering over our minds and hearts. So here we begin with revealing the title of the poem, written in Urdu as Tanhai, meaning the loneliness. So the first verse goes as Tanhai shab mein hai hazi kya, anjum nahi tere hum nashi kya. The poem begins with a question about being stranded, lonely night. See, mostly in times of sadness, one prefers to be alone, not to be disturbed. But it also happens that long-term loneliness may also lead to melancholic thoughts. So either way, when one is alone with sadness, everything else seems to skip his consciousness. But the poet in the next line tries to catch up with the things around him, saying, "Aren't the stars on your side?" A reminder that one is never truly alone. As humans, we often go through existential crises, questioning the point of being here, drowning ourselves in thoughts of our insignificance to the extent that we begin to feel negligible even to our own selves. We count only the losses we have endured in life, overlooking what remains. In the next verse, "Ye rifat-e asman-e khamosh, khwab-e zami jahan-e khamosh." The poet adds to the list of the things around him as the far high sky hovering silently, the earth deep in sleep, as if lost in its own dreams, and the world existing in the same silence. Ye chand, ye dashtodar, ye kuhasar, fitrat-e tamam nastaranzar. Moving forward, the poet continues listing the things around him, the moon, the deserts, the forests, as sources of comfort, as all these magnificent things also coexist with him, though he is alone, separated from his fellow human companions. Moti khush rang pyare pyare, yani tere aansuon ke tare. Then he speaks of pearls, so colorful and beautiful, referring to the tears he weeps in agony. Even in sorrow, there is an unspoken delight, the delight of endurance to the sufferings. Kishay ki tujhe havas hai ae dil, kudrat teri hum nafas hai ae dil. Ultimately, at the end, the poet gives himself courage, letting himself back to the truth, reminding himself not to belittle his existence. He questions, what is it that you are longing for, when everything around you is not futile, when it is created to be pondered over? Should it not lead you to reflect on the Creator's magnificence? Should it not remind you to surrender all ups and downs to His all-powerful, sustaining presence? Isn't His Majesty holding all that there is in cosmos, perfectly balanced with no minute error? The poet at last reassures himself, what aspirations are agonizing you? Can't you see that the Creator is on your side, the one who takes away all the pain inside you, if you only choose so? And with that, we reach the end of the poem, and this was my perspective of the poem. If you guys liked it, do subscribe and share.